Yeah, energy, frequency, vibration. Nicola Tesla said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, you got to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And this is so important to us as humans because essentially we're in charge of our energy, frequency, and vibration. And so if we're in a lower state, right, a lower state of consciousness, a lower vibration, maybe we're in shame or fear or guilt or apathy or any of the kind of lower natures, right? That emotion is our energy, right? That's our energy in motion, emotion. And so when we feel that, we are projecting that out into our experience, which has a direct effect on the type of experience that we're going to have. So the higher our vibration goes, we get into like courage and neutrality, acceptance, reason, love, peace, joy is kind of the top of the pyramid, right? The ultimate Tao, the ultimate consciousness, right? And these higher levels, these are states of being, right? So if we can be in a state of love, like Jesus taught, right? Or a state of joy or understanding like the Buddha taught. Right? These higher states, once we get up there, it's possible to stay there, right? And so if you're up here in, call it your heaven on earth, right? Your experience is going to be really, really good. And in order to get here, you got to let go of kind of all of the things that are preventing you from getting there. Our natural state, I would say, is love, right? Joy. Ecstasy, peace, right? Excitement. When we were kids, that's how the world was, right? And then whatever happened, and we grew up and we ended up here, and somewhere along the lines that changed. And it probably changed little by little, right? Incrementally, as we got older and had more responsibility and more experience, we've made some good decisions, some bad decisions, we picked up some good habits, we picked up some bad habits, but here we are, right? And here we have a chance to sort of reevaluate everything. And as we start working on ourselves internally, these are things that can never be taken away, right? I can go buy a car and feel good for a month or two. I can go on vacation and feel great for those 2 weeks, right? Until I got to come back to the world and get back to life. But as I work on my internal state, my internal condition, my internal world, once I resolve my issues, my things that prevent me from being in those higher states, they're resolved. And so I don't have to deal with them anymore. And so that's where the inner work really comes in. There's a lot of things we can do to improve our energy, to improve our state of consciousness. The New Age spiritual community calls this shadow work. A lot of the 12-step programs call this like step work, removing our character defects. Carl Jung calls this the shadow, right? So we all have these aspects of ourselves that are, I would say, less than ideal, right? Whether they're judgments or beliefs or opinions or programs that we picked up along the way, whatever they are, they prevent us from being in our highest state. And so as we do the inner work, as we go into the inner world and look at all of that stuff, shine light on all of that stuff to see what it is, accept it for what it is, then we can kind of make the effort to create the conscious change around it. Light work is amazing for that type of stuff because the more light you can bring in, the easier it is to see all of the things you need to see. So we have a ton of different energy healings, a lot of modalities that allow you to bring in more light. These healings have been around for thousands of years. They go all the way back to King David, King Solomon, and have been handed down through the lineage of King Solomon for the last few thousand years. So they're very effective, time-tested, they've been kept the same, they've been kept pure, and they're all designed to really help you kind of raise your vibration, right? Expand your consciousness, see things a little bit more clearly. So I'd love to meet you and see if there's a way I can help you get to that next level. Wherever we're at, there's a next level, right? So if we're at the bottom, there's the next level. If we're at the top, there's the next level. There's always ways that we can work on ourselves to improve ourselves. There's always ways to do that. There's always opportunities to do that. And like I said, the cool thing about that type of work or this type of work is that once you deal with something, it's dealt with. And so you can literally permanently improve yourself by going inside, taking a look at the internal state, the internal world, and making the conscious changes that you need to make to live the life that you want to live. So anyway, reach out. I'd love to connect and see if there's a way we can help.